Every time you sit down to eat, your cat appears, silent, patient, watching your fork with those eyes that make you feel like the worst person alive. And you've always thought they just want your food. They don't. The real reason is something you've never considered. And by the end of this video, number 1 will change the way you feel about every meal you share with them. This isn't about hunger. It isn't about being spoiled. It's about several very specific things happening in your cat's mind right now. Things most owners will never figure out. Let's start with the obvious. They are asking for a piece. But this is only the surface. Yes, your cat wants some of what you're eating. Cats are obligate carnivores by evolution. For thousands of years, their ancestors survived by hunting near human settlements and occasionally being offered high protein scraps. That instinct didn't disappear. It just moved from the wild to your kitchen table. But here's what most owners get wrong. Your cat isn't being greedy. They're running a program that's thousands of years old. When they stare at your fork, part of their brain is still in that ancient tall grass, waiting for the moment the prize is caught. Watch what they do with their body. A cat begging for food from pure hunger will move around. They'll meow, weave between your legs, or jump on the counter. A cat who is just running the ancient program sits perfectly still, eyes locked on the food, totally calm. If your cat sits still when you eat, they're not hungry. They're in predator mode, patient, waiting, ritualistic. That's a completely different thing from hunger. And this is where it gets interesting, because the next reason has nothing to do with food at all. The kitchen table is the one place they always know where you'll be. Think about your cat's day. You move from room to room. You disappear behind doors. You work. From your cat's point of view, you are unpredictable, except at mealtime. Mealtime is the one appointment in the day your cat can count on. You will be stationary for 20 or 30 minutes. For a creature who values territory and routine, mealtime is sacred. They've learned that sitting equals presence, and presence is what they live for. It's not the food. It's your face. When you eat, your entire face changes. You relax. Your cat sees this. Remember, cats read human facial expressions and emotional cues better than we give them credit for. They know your angry face, your tired face, and your happy face. The face you wear at dinner is one of their favorites. It's relaxed. When they stare at your fork, part of what they're actually watching is you. For your cat, that's a beautiful version of you that they only see at certain times of day. The real reward for them is getting to witness you at rest. There is also something buried deep in your cat's brain. They're confirming the colony is safe and fed. In a feline colony, resources matter. When the dominant figure eats, others watch to know the status of the territory. Your cat inherited this wiring. When you eat, an ancient part of their brain is taking inventory. Is the provider eating? Yes. Is there enough? Yes. That watchful stare isn't judgment, it's a safety check. Once they've confirmed the world is still working the way it should, something inside them settles. This is why many cats will watch you intently, and then suddenly groom themselves and go quiet. Everything is as it should be. Your cat is also a student of your psychology. Over years of watching you eat, they have collected data on one question: at what point do you cave? They know which meals make you generous. They know that when you're distracted by a screen, your defenses are lower. They know the exact slow blink to give at the exact moment to maximize the chance of a scrap. This isn't manipulation, it's intelligence. The specific type of stare your cat gives you is the product of years of behavioral data collection. They already calculated there's a high chance you'll change your mind by the end of the plate. This leads us to a ritual of belonging. In the feline world, sharing space during vulnerable moments like eating is about identity. The act of being in your presence while food is consumed is how a cat knows they are part of the family. When your cat stations themselves nearby during dinner, they are saying, "I am here, I belong." This is also why some cats get upset when you eat without them. If you shut yourself in another room to eat alone, they're not being demanding. They're being excluded from the ritual that tells them they are part of the group. For your cat, eating time is family time. Now, the reason that changes what every meal means. Number one, they're asking you if you still love them. In your cat's entire emotional framework, food equals love. The first relationship your cat ever had with their mother was built around nursing and care. In a cat's brain, being provided for by someone you love and being loved by someone who provides are the same thing. Every meal you've ever given them has registered as more than nutrition. It has registered as confirmation that they are still yours. When your cat watches you eat, they are watching the most important person in their world. They are quietly asking a question they ask you every single day. Am I still part of this? Do you still love me? When you turn your head, meet their eyes, and hand them that tiny scrap, you're not spoiling them. You're answering the question. You're saying, yes, you're still mine. That's why that one small gesture means so much. You just told them the thing they most needed to hear. So the next time your cat appears the moment you sit down, know what you're actually seeing. You're not being begged at. You're being asked in the gentlest way. Your cat knows whether the bond you share is still unbroken. And every time you glance back at them or smile, you're giving them the only answer that matters. If this changed the way you think about meal times, consider subscribing. I make videos like this one for the people who want to understand the quiet conversations happening between them and their cats. And before you go, if your cat greets you at the door, there's something they're really saying with that greeting, and it's not what most owners think. That video is next. Take care of them. Every look is a question, and every kindness is an answer.